And good morning, everybody. It is Fabulous Friday featuring Rene Brent. I'm so thrilled to have you on here, Rene, and I get to see you soon at HypnoThoughts Live.
Yes.
So please tell us, what are you presenting on?
So this year, I founded Hypnotic Therapeutic BreathWork, and I've been teaching this breathwork forever. And I decided about 6 months ago that I wanted to formalize a program and a training. Why? Because you and I both know, and anyone who's listening who does this work, people have never been sicker. They've never been more stuck physically or emotionally. So we need a big bang. We need something that's really going to do it. So I put it formalized into a training. So I love breath work. I stay booked out 6 to 8 weeks consistently for the last 12 years because of breath work that I do, because it's so transformative for people. So I'm talking on Saturday at 10 a.m. in the Congo room. It's called Booked Out. And it's booked out using hypnotherapy and breath work. But you could even say booked out using bunny talk and hypnosis, whatever it is. The point of this conversation that we're going to have on Saturday is that when you find a protocol that's transformative, that you're passionate about, people are going to have an experience when they're with you. Then they're going to go tell their friends. I just had a new guy yesterday, and he's like, everybody in my life needs to come in and sit in this chair and do this breath work. Why? Because he felt something. He felt something different. And I know you do that in your work with Bunny Talk. So that's what I'm talking about. I really want people to create success for themselves and also for their clients.
Yeah, excellent. I love that. I mean, you said that so succinctly, absolutely fantastic. So anybody, and I actually saw you last year as well, and I still wear my, because you are really
if you come to my talk, you get a face mask, and I won't say what it says, but it's cute. And people have worn them on the plane, and then they've laughed when people have saw them when they woke up. They're like, I love your face mask, your eye mask. So
I know your eye mask. So I wear it, and so I think of you.
Yeah. Yay.
And so I think it's absolutely imperative that people do find their extra thing on top of the wonderful work that they already do. We all know hypnosis works.
Yes.
It's like, well, what else can I, how can I be different in my area?
Yes.
What makes me stand out above the rest so that people actually want to work with me? And that is what you're doing. And that's what I do.
Absolutely. I know people do that with you too. You know, it's not that hard to put someone in hypnosis. It's what we do when we're there, right? And in breath work, it's hypnotic therapeutic breath work, because people go into deep, deep trance when they're doing it, and they move a lot of energy. But more importantly, it's about, we want this to spread, not because we need money in our pocket. That's fine to get paid for it. We love it, right? Yeah, that's why we do it. But more importantly, we want this to ripple out. We want people to be inspired for change, right? So why do what we do if we're not going to do it? So if people come to see me, or they do one of your amazing trainings, find a protocol that you're passionate about, that puts you in a different state. Because if you're just doing protocol where you're like, yeah, well, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get results, and people aren't going to tell people about that if you're doing that. Find your passion, really, truly.
And I know how passionate you are about breath work. I mean, you literally live, eat, and breathe it. And
I love it. I love it. It's a front row seat, and you get this with Bunny Talk too. That we are so fortunate that we get a front row seat to people remembering who they are. Right? To creating that change, getting stuff out of the way, and really seeing who they are. And man, you can't beat that. You just can't beat it. It's amazing to be in that space. It's an honor, truly. Yeah.
No, I love it. And actually, I really ought to somehow get you with my Bunny Talk practitioners as well in my Facebook group, because the breath work, because you can do bunny breath work.
You can do bunny breath work. Yes. I use breath work not only as a full protocol for an hour, which is very transformative, hyper oxygenating, but I often use it as an induction for my clients who are super stuck, who can't have no room to go in. So if you do 20 minutes of breath work as an induction, man, they're ready. So I could really see them doing the process for you, and then doing some breath work, and then moving into breath bunny talk. I love that so much. Let's get after this. Let's do it.
I just love it because I get inspired when I'm just thinking like, here, that just
well, we both have vendor tables at HypnoThoughts, which I'm excited. This is my first year that I have a vendor table, because I've been teaching this a long time, but it's my first time formally. So I'm looking forward to the conversations, and I'm looking forward to really people who wouldn't really come up and talk to us. And I know you've had vendor table. It's not so much about, you can do my program. I would love to teach you this, but more importantly, it's the one-on-one connections that's going to be a little different for me after years being at HypnoThoughts. So
so it'll be a different type of conference for you. It was for me last year.
So,
and it is those extra little conversations that you get to have with people as you do a deeper dive. So anybody coming, and if you're sitting on the fence, you need to go, because it's a really fun conference. But it's not that, it's the people you meet, it's the connections you make, it's the learning, and it's the whole energy of everything that literally, you're vibrating.
It is. Now, I have to stay very grounded when I'm there, because there's so much going on, right? And it's going to be interesting, because I have a booth this year. But if you know yourself and you come in regulated, right? Or there's lots. I love the healing room now that they have there, so people can regulate when they're there. Come up to my booth. I'd be happy to do some eye movement on you if you need it. I know you can give them a little something if they need it. Yeah. But don't be afraid to come, because the people, right? And those hallway conversations, you and I both know, are the best. Or you've been at one of the parties, and you just sit on a couch with somebody, and it's just amazing. It's incredible. I love it. I'm really excited. About 2 weeks, right?
I know. It's not long now. It's not long now.
Mm-mm.
And so you're speaking on Saturday. I'm speaking on Sunday.
Yeah.
I've got a 2-hour presentation. I believe it's at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it is interactive, and it will be emotional. I will be sharing, and it is about narcissistic abuse with children. And there's we need to understand that a lot of our clients will suppress that. They will be they don't want to talk about it, but it's in there, and they will be doing all sorts of different behaviors and habits because of it.
Yes. There's certain strategies from having a narcissistic parent in your life, right? Yeah.
So I will be explaining about what happens to these children, because I know, sadly. And so I'll be sharing that. I'm also actually bringing my book. I'm really, hopefully it's coming back for the publishers in time. It's called Abuse, Finding in the Fire.
Is this a new one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I had no idea. Congratulations.
So I shall be bringing that, because you cannot buy it anywhere else. I have been too real in it. I've spoken up, and so that other people can perhaps find themselves. They relate to it. And it's not, and I just don't need the hassle if it's on Amazon. So it's like,
I got you. Yeah, I know. I'm always so impressed. I've heard you speak so much, and we're friends, and I love our time when we get to connect. You are so brave and vulnerable, and you share it as a tool to help inspire people and understand this is the truth, and then we can do something about it, and we can get on the other side of it. So I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to hear you speak. I hope I can get away from my table and get in there. But thank you. Thank you for being out in the world and sharing that. And it's not always easy, but here you are.
No, it's not. But it's to help others find their freedom in the fact. It's not about me, and actually I don't go explicitly into too much. It's just like, this sort of happened, and then yes, I am training the Bunny Talk process on the Tuesday and Wednesday as a post conference, which again
2 days,
because it's all the emotional intelligence coaching that I do, and Rene, The reason why that, in my opinion, is so important is because so many people nowadays, they do want to know more. They want, when I've been training it to therapists and psychologists, they've said, oh, this is like psych ed.
Yeah.
But
so much more.
Yeah, but you made it so that normal people can understand it.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't use all the big words, and so yes. And I actually trained that just literally on Monday. I did a 3-hour workshop as an appreciation day for this corporate client, and they were all like, absolutely loved it because they understood it. So like, it's not just about always using hypnosis. We can learn something new and then put it into other places with networking at schools. As I say, with the corporate, it's like so that you get more and more revenues of coming in, and revenue streams. And that's what we can all do. And you and I both know how to be able to help people create that for themselves.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's so important. You always show up so authentically. And I think that you and I share that in commonality, is that we have this way to see where we're going, but just give it to our students and our clients in a way where they can grab a hold of it and then create the change, And you're right. Bunny talk, breathwork are both these things that we can utilize in all aspects, right? Yeah. I've used breath work, and I know you have, in the middle of something you thought you were doing, and you had to move into your bunny talk or your eye movement with that. And it's so incredible to learn and be able to put it in and utilize whatever shows up and feel really confident in that. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And it's transformational.
Oh, it is.
Yep.
And one thing I do with breath work, because it's so popular now, corporate, I'll do, I get paid to speak and come and talk or do retreats. And what I'll do is I'll do a talk on inner child or stress management. And then I do a group breath work later in the evening or something. And it is phenomenal. People who've never done this kind of work, right, who are like, I can't do hypnosis. Let's get on the floor and let's breathe. It's just breathing. And then, wow, do they really clear and they're vibrating. It's amazing. It's amazing. So I feel so fortunate. I know you do. We've had this conversation. So fortunate to be able to do what we do. Yay.
And I love spending time with you because I love your energy. Yeah. And, there's no bullshit here with us.
No, there's no, I don't bullshit. I'm straightforward. I am what I am. So people either really like me or they don't like me at all. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. My favorite quote is, your opinion of me is none of my business.
Yes, I use that a lot. I don't care.
Well, I care, but this is the thing. I have an awareness that people are filtering through their own. I may remind them of their tall Aunt Mary that was mean to them in 3rd grade. I don't know, right? But I know whatever I'm hitting, I come from this place of kindness and love. And if I hit something for you, often when I'm speaking, I'll say, well, I apologize, but also you're welcome.
Yeah. Well, I brilliant. I love what Burns is, some will, some won't, some what, That's and like you say, it's none of my business whether you like me or not. So still or you won't, right. And that's okay. Yeah. But just, it's like,
if you show up authentically in your life with your clients, right? When I'm teaching students, I'm like, you know what? If you learn to show up authentically, regulated, and are good at building rapport and listening, you're going to be successful. You're going to create the success that you want. You really are. Sometimes we have to do our own work, and then from there show up in our life and our practice.
Yeah. You got to do your own work. And that's why actually going to these conferences is, if you can sit in one where there is a transformation going on, do it.
100%. Get in the chair. Yeah.
And get rid of or I call it poop. Get rid of it.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So you can keep showing up instead of staying little and stuck.
It is. No, let's grow. Let's grow together. Because if we grow individually, hypnosis, hypnotherapy, whatever people call themselves, we expand. The world needs us right now. They need transformation. They need something to grab a hold of. And I think that hypnosis and it's the right protocol to do. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Singing on the same hymn sheet.
That's right. Always. Yeah.
Singing on the same hymn sheet.
That's what you did there. I love you too. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Rene, you and I could speak forever.
We
could. I'm going to wrap it up there for everybody.
Yes.
Thank you for being on here. Thank you for watching, everybody. And I'll see you very soon.
See you at HypnoThoughts.
Yeah, so it's goodbye from me, Claudia Rickard. And it's
Rene Brent.
Rene. Bye now.